Hi YouTubers, today I'm doing a highly requested video on how I contour and highlight for full rounder faces. So if you're interested to see this transformation, stay tuned. So with rounder faces, our goal is to make it look more angular. So I'm going to show you how to bring in those cheekbones and chisel out all those lovely features. So I'm starting off spraying some fix spray on my face to freshen up, and then I'm going to use my favorite foundation by Revlon Color to even out my skin tone. After my foundation, I go in and fill in my brows. I'm not going in depth here, but you could check the description box below for a link to my most recent brow routine. So now we are going to highlight, and I'm going to be using my Sasha Cosmetics concealer palette, and I'll be using this color right here. And I'm going to start with highlighting my face. Now I want you to see that I am highlighting underneath my eyes using a triangle pattern. And note that I'm not passing the end of my eyebrows. I'm also going to do my chin, down the bridge of my nose, and I'm going to extend it upwards towards the center of my forehead. I'm going to use that same color to highlight and shape my brows. It is important to note that the reason why we are not extending our highlight past our eyebrows is because it would make the appearance that our face is much wider than it is. The outer portion of our face we will be contouring, which will give us a more slimmer looking face. So we want to concentrate our highlight towards the center. I'm just going to go in with a small blending concealer brush to blend out those edges. I want to really keep the concentration of that highlight in those areas. I just want to let you guys know that this is not an everyday routine. Nobody has this much time in the morning to get ready. This is for those special occasions. This is what my face is looking like with only highlighting. I'm going to set that with my Nye Banana Powder, and I picked that up with a dampened sponge with Fix Plus. I'm just going to pat that onto those areas, but I'm not going to wipe it away just yet. I'm going to let it sit. I'm going with a foundation that's about 2 shades darker than me, and I'm going to use this as my primary base for my contour. This is going to create some of the shadows and create a nice gradual finish instead of a harsh contour line. So I'm going to be doing a large 3 motion on my face. So going from my temples down to my cheekbones and then down my jaw. With that same brush, I'm just going over my highlight just to really blend everything out and wipe away some of that excess highlight. Now we're going to chisel in those cheekbones. I'm going to be using a MAC blush in Blunt, which is like a warm tone brown color. And I'm really drawing in where I want my cheekbones to be. For me, I like to create the appearance that I have higher cheeks, so I'm going to be rounding out that contour right where my smile line is. When you're doing this part, you want to make sure that you are blending in an upwards fashion, because that shadow is going to give the appearance that your cheekbones are much higher and that you have a lot more shape to your face. So you can see how those cheekbones are looking like bam, and like they're about to cut some paper. You want to continue this color up through the cheekbones and focus it on the hairline to create that gradual shading effect on your face. I'm going back in with that foundation that was 2 shades darker than me, and I am going to shape my nose. I'm not too big on that super perfect chiseled nose. I just want to give my nose a more angular appearance. I'm just taking a large clean face brush and blending and buffing everything into the skin so it is a nice transition. There's no lines, and everything is just nice and seamless. I'm going to take this warm tone blush from my BH Cosmetics blush palette and focus that right on the apples of my cheeks. I'm not really extending it too far past my highlight or contour. I'm just keeping it right there on the apples of my cheeks. And that is really it. Here is a look without any makeup. So this is just plain, and I threw a little something on for you guys. This is what my face looks like, full on fabulous, fierce. Yes, ladies, if you guys want to look like this, then try these tips out. Let me know if they work for you, and thanks for watching.